Hey guys, hope you had a wonderful day. I'll make some soap tonight. Actually, a very good friend of mine posted, I think it was, I don't know, Instagram, Facebook. Anyways, she had planted her succulent garden. And that gave me a little idea. I made some little toppings to put on top of the soap of little succulents. And again, it's goat milk soap. We'll put the milk in the oils. Added some Tessa silk fibers. And the color is going to be quite a few colors. Oh, fragrance oil first is going to be Brambleberries Kumquat fragrance oil, which I've never had one, but it has a wonderful sweet citrusy smell. And of course I'll be putting my kaolin clay and my cane sugar and powdered sugar and excuse me, the oatmeal flour, which is basically colloidal oats. It's just oatmeal pulverized up into a very fine flour. And the colors, I'm going to use quite a few colors. 3 of these colors will be on the top with some piping. I'm not a great piper, but I'm going to try. Anyway, colors will be on the top for some piping. I Dream of Purple from Mad Micas. That's a pretty purple color. I'll move this out of the way so I don't accidentally spill any in there. And also going to do Ballet Slippers from Mad Micas. It's a pretty pink. And I'm also going to do from Mad Micas Enchanted Forest. Again, this will be the piping. I'm going to try and make maybe some little cactus or something. Pipe some cactus on top between those succulent molds. And the colors in the soap will be, I'm going to use Mad Micas Let Us Entertain You. Love their names. It's a pretty green, light green. Quite a few colors with this, so this is going to be a challenge for me. Also, I'll be using Chromium Oxide Green from Mad Micas to get some more light on in here. And then I'll have 2 more greens. These are from Nurture Soap. This is an Alpine Green. It's pretty green. And I just love all the colors. Again, from Nurture Soap, I'll be using Green Vibrance, which is again a brighter green. So my oils are just about to the right temperature as my lye solution. I'll be putting the goat milk in with the oils first. Lye solution is sodium hydroxide. A lot of people get scared because it's lye, but 100% food grade lye. But you cannot make a hard bar soap without it. I don't care who you are. If you're Dove or Irish Spring or Ivory, they all have to use sodium hydroxide in order to make a hard bar soap. And also, once the lye solution gets mixed with the oils, it does a chemical reaction called saponification. And that will take out any of the stuff like in the goat milk that would cause it to, like goat milk, to go bad. And then it puts back in the properties of the goat milk that's real good for soap, like the proteins, the butter fat, all the fatty goodness goes back into the soap. So some people wonder if goat milk soap goes bad, but it does not, because during this chemical process it goes through, it takes out any of the stuff that would cause goat milk to go bad. So goat milk soap does not go bad. Let's see. I think that's all I wanted to say for now. I'll be back. I'll be adding my sodium lactate to the lye solution. And this is basically, this is salt, is what it is. It's salt from the earth. And I did put my Tessa Silk in there. And I think that's it for now. I'm just going to wait a few more minutes for this stuff to cool down to the right temperature. And I am going to name this soap Julie's Garden. So, after my good friend down in Florida. So, I will be back with the mixing. All right, it is go time here. I'm going to go ahead and add my goat milk in here. Should get all that yummy goodness. I see that butterfat out there on top. Go ahead and mix my fragrance oil in, which I also have pre-mixed and pre-dispersed into the kale and clay, so it anchors well. It's anchored into that clay well. Retains the scent better when we do that. I mean, these scents are, I usually use Brambleberry scents, and they're really, really good. I don't like to cheat on or go cheap on the scents, really anything. I get a lot of my oils and stuff from like a restaurant supply manufacturer. So I just want to make sure I get the good stuff. And I do have cocoa butter and shea butter in here in this mixture, along with my olive oil, coconut oil, palm oil, and of course the castor oil. So let me go ahead and mix the milk up in here. Try not to bring too many more air bubbles in. Sorry, I'm sure that's loud. Sure it's there goes my old grandfather clock. Very old clock. It's very cool. Okay, now we'll put the stuff in that's going to turn this into a soap batter. I'll go ahead and get this. This is about 98 degrees, 99 degrees. It's taken a while for it to cool. When I first put this in, it gets up to about 240 degrees, 243 degrees, right around there. So it takes, I just let it cool naturally. And it does melt the Tessa Silk because I put the silk in here. But I go ahead and strain just to make sure I don't have any Tessa Silk fibers. Coming out into the soap. That would be awful. Usually a bar of soap and have a fiber or something there. I think it might be a hair or something. That would be awful. Also, when you do work with lye, always make sure you have gloves on, long sleeves, long pants, preferably closed-toed shoes, goggles, because you just don't want this stuff to get on you because it will burn. But after it goes through the saponification process, it does not burn anymore. It's just a very cool, I just love making soap. Such a cool thing. Just have some, a little bit of that butterfat that seeped up from the soap. Okay, let's go ahead and get this stirred and mixed here. I want it kind of loose. I don't want a real thick trace. I just love the goat milk batter and the oatmeal and all the cocoa butter and that cocoa butter. I mean, it's amazing. It smells just like chocolate. Of course, I'm a chocoholic and I love the smell of chocolate. I always get hungry. Start making my soup. Okay, so we will want to, right now, you can see how the batter just, as I make a trail, it just goes right into the soap. It doesn't leave a trail or anything. So I want a little bit of a trail left behind. So I want to make sure I get all the oils mixed in with the lye solution. It's called emulsify is the word. Okay, I gotta turn this thing on again for a little bit. You don't want to stick blend too long because it'll start getting too thick and then you have to change your design, or certainly don't want to get soap on a rope kind of a look. You have to be kind of careful, but you want to make sure the oils are, you don't have oil streaks on top, and I see some oil streaks on top, so I need to stick blend a little more. Of course, I didn't have stick blenders back in the day. Back in the olden times when they made their own soap, they just sat and stirred it, which you can do. You can just sit here and stir it for however long it takes, but it usually takes a lot longer than using a stick blender. I still see some, you see it's just going straight in. It's not leaving a trail yet, so I'm going to turn it on high for a little bit. Starting to leave a bit of a trace here. And fragrance oil. Usually you add the fragrance oil later on in the when you start doing the colors, but I added mine early. I hope I didn't. Said it behaves well, so hopefully we'll be okay. Starting to thicken up. See how you can see how it leaves a trail on the top? See better with this. As I move it, it doesn't just sink right deep in, so it has emulsified. You can always tell by your stick blender if it just falls apart, the batter, or stays fluid. So I think we're okay, but see how this is called the light trace. You can see how it leaves a little trail as I'm going. So that's what I want. Okay, I need to pour out all this stuff into 7 pitchers, so I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. Start mixing up here. Getting a little thick on me. There's one green. Here's another green. I'm just going to do like an in the pot swirl, hopefully. With these colors. And the base color is going to be white, which is what I use the titanium dioxide for, which is another food grade. You'll see titanium dioxide in some of your foods. It just adds some coloring, whiteness to whatever it is you're consuming. Of course, this is soap. It is meant to clean you. It is not meant to be eaten. I don't care if it smells good or looks good. Don't eat the soap, please. And yes, I do have to. There have been, not with me, but there have been cases people thought it was something to eat and they ate it. So yes, this is soap. It's good for the outside of your body, not inside. Okay. Might have to do a hanger swirl. Get this white mixed in. Let's see what we're going to come up with. I always have a plan B, because you never know. You will never know. If your soap Sorry, I'm wiggling the camera, aren't I? Let me get this stirred. Alright, got that done. Let's see if this will plop in there the way I want it to. So I'm going to do it in the pot. I'm going to go doesn't look like it's going to go in the way I want. So I will have to do a different way. That fragrance oil kind of thickened it up quick. Maybe I blended it too long. So we will improvise. Lots of improvising with making soap, I'm afraid. I always have a good idea what I want to do, but it doesn't always come out that way. So I'll have to mix it in the pot carefully so I don't make everything into gray. Last time I did one of these, it was too loose, and that wasn't any good either. So, anyways, oops, wrong color. I have a lot of colors. I'm not used to doing this many colors, so. Try to get as all of it out as I can. So the more I get out, the less I have to clean up in the dishes. Dishes are my least favorite part about this process. Okay, one more color here. I'm just going to have to flip it around a little bit and pray for the best. I like the colors for this. I do need it to kind of mix a little bit. Okay, let's see what we can do here. We're just going to have to do something like that, maybe. Bring that through. Don't want to do it too much because I don't want it to all completely blend together. Now, we'll see how that works. Sometimes you get surprised when you go to cut the bar soap. It's like, oh, it does look okay. All right, here we go. All right, let's get this in here. gently. It'll turn into a nice little swirl, kind of. I'm glad I didn't mix it more. If you mix it too much, then it gets you know, just turned into a big gray blob. Which still be a good bar of soap, it just won't look very pretty. Get out everything I can. Kind of hard to do it this way. At this angle. So let me get that in. And try and scrape this container out. Just scraping the sides. You probably can't see what I'm doing here. Okay. At least it's thick enough I can go ahead and add my toppings on there. Alright, now that's gonna have to do. That's just gonna have to do. Now, go ahead and okay, let me get this pounded down and get the air bubbles out, and we'll be back to put some topping on it. Okay, got it patted down. I think it'll look pretty good. I'm hoping. Go ahead and get my little toppings on here. Put them down a little bit. These are all soap too, so it's all made of soap. These little toppings. I just made them early before I made this batch. Cute little things. Oh, I had three big flowers here. It's all right. Put them on the edge. I tried to put them in order here on this plate, so I kind of had an idea what I was going to do, or where I was going to put them. Okay, now I have to wait for that other, the rest of the batter to set up enough so I can pipe it, and then we'll come back and add some little piping in these empty areas if I can. Just kind of push these down because I don't want them to fall off the soap. I want them to stay with the soap. Push them down in that batter a little bit. So anyways, I'll come back when this stuff's ready to pipe. Julie's garden. Okay, so I'm going to try pop a couple little cactus in here. If I can. So I'm not that great of a piper, so. I know they don't look like little cactus right now, but maybe I shouldn't even claim they're like cactus. At least I'm claiming I'm not a great piper, right? I'll have to make little soaps for all my friends. Yeah. You'll kind of get the idea when I'm going to put a little flower on top. Hopefully. Hopefully it'll make it look a little better. I don't know. Where else should I have one more color. I want to just pop the purple in here somewhere. Just add a little different color. Just for the heck of it. A little flower on the top. I don't know if Julie likes glitter or not. Let's see. Okay, let me just leave that as that for right now. And I'm going to take a little thing, just kind of push down here so I can, no, maybe not. I was hoping I could push down and make a little, where I could put my little flower, but let me at least push these points down so they don't look like Hershey Kisses. Hope I'm not in your way. All right, let's see how that does. All right, I'm gonna get the purple up next. Okay, I'm back with the I Dream in Purple. And I just am doing the purple just to add some color. Or brightness, I guess I should say. To fill in the spots. I should have gotten bifocals last time I went to the doctor, and I did not. And I'm kind of wishing I would have gotten them. I'm not looking at my hair. No idea if purple is part of a succulent. It probably isn't. Color. But I know there's going to be an awful lot of greenish colors in here, and so I'm just going to give it a little pop of color. And to fill in the holes. tell if it's fully covered. I think it is. No, back here. I think we're okay. And I don't see any more holes. Just some little bits on the side here. I think we're pretty full. Yeah, let's give it a little bit of color. And now I need to get the, I do the little flowers on these cacti that I tried to build. I got a little, I might have to put some more on top. Okay, we are back. Got a little pink flower to put on these cactuses. They're supposed to be cactuses that I added. And then I piped, so we'll see how this looks. Hopefully it looks okay. Yeah, there goes my little clock again. Trying not to have a peak on them. I might have to just put a little smidge of some glitter on here, just on the top. And I use biodegradable glitter, so all these colors are skin safe colorants, and the glitter is biodegradable. And it's just on the top. I don't put glitter in my soap. At least I haven't at this point. I just put it on the top, so if you don't like glitter, don't worry, it'll wash off in about a washing or two. And it just goes down the drain, and it's perfectly safe. It's biodegradable, so. Alright. Get my little flowers. Did I get all my little cactus flowers here? I think I did. Everything's starting to blend together here. Okay, I think that is it. Alright, yeah. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's hope the color comes out good. Let me get some of my, whoops, Super Sparkle. It's very fine. I'm going to spray it with 99% rubbing alcohol. And then I'll put the glitter on so it'll stick to the rubbing alcohol. And the alcohol will evaporate. And so when you get your bar of soap wet, obviously it'll be running off. Let's put some, it's called Super Sparkle. I don't know if it's Mad Micas or Nurture. It's kind of pretty. Oh, that is it. A little bit of glitter. Did I just wash it off? I think I just washed it off. Oh, I did that. This glitter is so fine. It just gets everywhere. But just adds a little something to the soap. Gotta have fun, huh? But like I said, if you don't like glitter, it'll wash off here. Anyways, here's a close-up of Julie's garden. Again, I'm not a teacher. This is not a tutorial. It is just showing everybody how I make my soap. It is called cold process soap. So we'll be back in about 24 hours and I'll cut it and we'll see what that inside turned out like. It's not going to be what I had envisioned, but I'm never disappointed with the inside because it's usually, you know, you never know what you're going to get with the soap, what design you're going to get. I always strive for a certain design. And a lot of times it works, other times it doesn't, but I'm never not happy with the soap. So I'll go ahead and let this cure, or harden, I should say, for 24 hours, and then we can cut it and see what that inside looks like. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. Have a good night. Bye.